Welcome Back to the Drawing Board. Once again, I'm Mark Saxton. Thank you for joining me for yet another Fuck It Friday. Let's get that going. Cheers. Like I said, thanks for joining me again. Missed last week, did some traveling, got stuck on the 40. That was ass. 10 out of 10 do not recommend. Um, Driving in the snow sucks. That being said, nonetheless, I'm back this week. So once again, thanks for tuning in. I know we missed a lot. And a lot of shit went down in the NFL. So let's just get right to it. Geno Smith, after what he's done for Seattle, is going to the Raiders, joining Pete Carroll. Personally, I think that's a smart move, going with a veteran coach in Pete Carroll, and kind of with a new face that the Raiders have. Not a bad choice. Not a bad choice at all. Sam Darnold going to the Seahawks. I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to say that the Vikings fucked up. I'm going to say the Vikings fucked up. I mean, obviously, I know they want to go with JJ. Whatever their plans are there. I think Sam had a year. I mean, the year prior, he had a year. I think it was with Carolina, and until everybody got hurt, and then they traded, or was that 2 years ago? Whatever it was. I don't think Sam Darnold's the issue. I think you get him some help. I think he could be the guy. Came in with a lot of balls, right? Got a lot of shit done. 14 wins. I mean, come on, that ain't easy. Especially with the Lions did what they did in the NFC North, coming in second. The Packers breathing down their neck. I think the Vikings fucked up there. Nonetheless, Sam Darnold, wish the best for you, bub. Going to the Seattle Seahawks. Danny Dimes, get that man a contract. I think everyone can agree with Malik Neighbors when he said it ain't the quarterback. It ain't the quarterback. Or I believe it was Malik Neighbors. If it was someone else, I do apologize. But no, the Giants are the problem there, folks. It's all the Giants. The Giants are terrible. They're a terrible football team. They've got a lot of work ahead of them. I don't understand. But Danny Dimes going to Indy. Now, Anthony Richardson can't finish a game, right? Doesn't really have the heart, is what it appears. I'm not calling the man out, just what it looks like, right? I mean, he may have a lot of things going on. I'm not willing to call the man out just yet. I don't quite know a whole lot. I know he does want his rap career to take off. So I know there's a lot of things. There's a lot of outside noise there. But Danny Dimes going to Indy, if he gets a little bit of help, I don't see why Danny Dimes can't be a successful quarterback. Give that man a chance. Talking about getting a man a chance, Justin Fields left Chicago. Once again, folks, I'm telling you, Chicago is another problem. Chicago is another problem. I said from jump, as a Packers fan, said from jump, Justin Fields isn't the issue. I believe that Mitch Trubisky wasn't the issue. I believe that insert any fucking quarterback here that Chicago had, they weren't the issue. The issue was that stinky ass 110-year-old stadium and no fucking help on the offensive line. The whole stadium smells like piss. Help him out. Give him some help. Nonetheless, Justin Field going to the Jets. Here's my problem with that. I wish nothing but the best for Justin Fields, but I don't think the Jets are the answer. Aaron Rodgers couldn't make it. I don't think he can. Everybody wants to blame A-Rod. A-Rod wasn't the issue either. Same thing where he was in Green Bay. He wasn't the issue. The issue was offensive help. I mean, we didn't quite have the line that we needed. We didn't quite have the 1-2 punch that we needed as offensive weapons. Um, and when he got the help, he got Devontae Adams and he got Alan Lazard and he got, Garrett Wilson and all that, right? The running game was hit and miss. The line was hit and miss. The defense was pretty much the only consistent thing on that ball club. Say what you want, folks. A-Rod wasn't the issue, and I don't think Justin Fields is going to be the answer. I hope he is. I'm rooting for Justin Fields, right? I really do. I think Justin Fields is getting handed a raw deal. That's my opinion. We'll see. Nothing but time ahead of us. And the Steelers landing DK Metcalf. Oh my goodness gracious! What a land! What a fucking deal! Good on you guys. I think the Steelers. I mean, with Russ doing Russ things, that defense going to be able to complement. I mean, They got a shot. They got a shot. I'm not saying that Metcalf is going to be the guy to take him to the promised land because I don't believe that. But you're never going to make a wrong move by taking Metcalf on. I think the Steelers have other issues. I think the run game is a little bit a part of it. Um, their defense being on the field most of the day on tough games is a little bit a part of it. So I think they've still got some ways to go, but that was a damn good move, damn smart move. Good on them. Good on you fellas in Pittsburgh. Now, I'm going to talk about my Packers now. I mean, we signed Aaron Banks. I think it's a great pickup. I've been bitching and moaning for the last 5, 6 years how we need to beef up that offensive line. Obviously, that's the way to do it. I mean, taken from the Niners obviously is never a bad thing, but here's my only problem. I think we paid a little bit too much. I'm not saying he's not worth the money. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying we're finally out of cap trouble. Let's get more bang for our buck. I think Aaron Banks is a great pickup. 27 years old. A guard is a huge pickup. I think you can't go wrong with this pickup. I really don't believe they did wrong. I would have liked to see a little bit cheaper. I would have loved to see a couple more picks on the offensive line to be made. They weren't. And the Packers signed fucking nobody. We lost AJ Dillon. AJ Dillon's in the win now. I mean, it's overwhelming how underwhelming we were this offseason. And the draft right around the corner. I can only hope that we add to the line and help the run game on the other side. So that's where that's at on the NFL side. That's my opinion. Let's move to the NHL. I mean, playoffs right around the corner. Can't wait. The standings are as such, right? So you got the Panthers in first place in the Atlantic at 85 points. The Make Police at 81 points. The Lightning at 79 points. Then in the Metropolitan, you've got the Caps 94 points. I mean, hands down, right now the best team in the league. Ovi doing his thing. Carolina 84 points. Jersey at 78 points. The two wild card slots are being held by Ottawa right now at 75 points, and the Blue Jackets at 70 points. With the Rangers at 70 points right there. And then you got Montreal and Detroit. Boston's right there, but I think Boston cashed out over the trade deadline, so I think they're done. Obviously saying goodbye to Marchand, which was huge. Bunch of huge trades over the deadline. I think Detroit and Montreal are going to be the only ones close there, with just under or just over what a quarter of the way to go. And then you got the West. You got Winnipeg, 94 points. I mean, they're right there with the Caps, but I don't think they have the same firepower. You got Dallas at 86 points, Colorado at 81 points. Remember, I told you keep an eye on Colorado. They're going to do Colorado things. I don't see them falling. I don't see a fall from grace on those guys. You got the Vegas Knights at 85 points in the Pacific. The Kings 79 points. Edmonton 78 points. The wild card slots are being held by the Wild at 79 points and Calgary at 71 points, with Vancouver, Utah, St. Louis all right there. Utah and St. Louis at 69 points. Vancouver tied with Calgary. And don't look now, folks. Those Anaheim Ducks, 63 points. Right? Only 8 points out of that wild card slot, needing a whole bunch of help. But hey, anything can happen. And along with the NHL playoffs, the NBA playoffs are also right around the corner. Can't wait for that. Let's just go into it. Starting into the Eastern Conference, Believeland, if you will, taking the conference. I mean, they clinched the division on top of it all, but right now they're on top of the conference at 55-10. My boys, yours truly, the C's, the Boston Celtics, 8 behind them, clinching a playoff spot at 48-19. You got the Knicks at 42-23, Milwaukee 37-28, also the Pacers at 37-28, and Detroit at 37-30. Now you do have, Atlanta kind of hanging around. But I think that's kind of where it ends there. Western Conference, obviously OKC doing OKC things this year for once. 54-12. You got Memphis and Denver, the same exact record at 42-24. And then you got Houston at 42-25. The Lakers, Luca doing Luca things at 40-24. And Golden State at 38-28. So that's heating up. It's going to be exciting. I think that trade deadline is going to make all the playoffs all that much better. Now let's go to March Madness. It's right around the corner. I'm an SDSU fan, so I'm going to jump right into that because they fucked it off against Boise. My goodness gracious. They fucked it off on Thursday, the 13th. They were up. They went up at halftime by 5. I mean, it was a very physical game. I mean, you got to tip your cap to Boise. No hate there. But, I mean, we weren't knocking down our shots. Our offensive boards were awful. We lost in the paint, in my opinion. So that being said, this weekend, all of the big championships will take place. So you got the Big Ten tournament, the Big 12, the ACC, the SEC, and you got one more in there, the Big East, right? So you got those all going to conclude this weekend to let us know who's going to be in the big dance. Can't wait to see that. That's going to be a bunch of fun. And we'll see how it unfolds. You got a couple of bubble teams we could talk about, but you know what? I'm just gonna play it safe. I'm gonna hold my predictions. Inside. I'm gonna be personal about it because this can go, a whole bunch of different ways. I think obviously the favorite obviously is being Duke. Duke having uh, Duke having flag go down is huge. That injury is huge, but I mean, they don't need to win this weekend. They're already in the tournament. I think Tennessee losing is pretty big. So, I mean, there's a bunch of things that can happen right now. Texas Tech and U of A going at it for the Big 12 championship semifinal, tied at 25. A lot of things can go down. Okay, a lot of things can go down. Texas A&M dropping one against Texas. Once again, Texas A&M didn't really need to win, right? But it would have been huge for their seeding as Texas takes one from the rival. So I think that's going to be fun to watch. Can't wait for that. Let's move it on to our Fuck It Friday bets. I'm going to just stick with right now. Right now. Okay, I'm going to stick with hockey in the NBA. Tomorrow morning, might wake up, might throw 5 on it, right? I got 5 on it. Might throw 5 on it on college basketball because why not? Why not? We might make a new segment. Why not Saturday? Right? But for now, fucking Friday bets. The Knights over the Sabres at a minus 192. Panthers over the Canadiens, a minus 198. Lightning over the Bruins, minus 162. Moving on to the NBA, the Celtics over the Nets at a minus 575. OKC over Detroit, minus 230. Denver Nuggets over the Wizards at a minus 1350. $10. Get you 66.96. I know a lot of safe bets. I got blanked the last 2 weeks. Just need some help. Don't hate the player, hate the game, and hopefully the game don't hate me. So I want to make a couple of bucks this weekend. Once again, my name is Mark Saxon. This is Back to the Drawing Board. Thanks for joining me for yet another week. Enjoy some sports, have some brews, and enjoy the weekend.